All right, so I just wanted to give a tip for these cannabis, these brownies I made with macana butter, which is 1,000 milligrams. It says 1,000, but the writing's messed up on here. But this is some canna butter to make some cannabis edibles, right? Um, right. So I just want to give a tip. So I was doing some research, and it's a rare amount of people. I said, if 1 out of 20 people may not be able to get high with an edible. 1 out of 20. And I was wondering why, and I started doing some research, and it was some people who recommended adding some fat to it, right? Or make it whatever the edible is more fatty, right? Now because the THC binds to good fat. You know what I mean? It binds to coconut oil good. It binds to certain oils. Butter. It binds to butter good. That's why they make can of butter, right? This is just a little 1,000 milligram jar of butter, right? So this is what I wanted to also add. Now, I love this website called Fatworks, right? Fatworks sells this wild boar fat, right? Fatworks, check them out. Kettle rendered, right? Made from, let me see, get a better. Made from feral swine, okay? Okay, there we go. Bam. Made from feral swine. Some wild boar in Texas, right? And this is just leaf lard from Fatworks. Basically, this is lard also. So pig fat is both called lard. Basically, this is lard also, even though it may not say that. So this is leaf lard. Some of the best fat around the kidney, I think, of the pig. Right now, it's not wild boar, but it is pig lard. Okay, and that wild boar lard. I just love this shit. Right. For baking, this shit is fucking good. So I made these brownies. So when the recipe calls for a half cup of vegetable oil, right? This is not a full cup. But I used 2 of these in this, right? So I put 2 of these jars of butters, which would make it 2,000 milligrams. Some people exaggerate the milligrams. I would say this is probably about 1,200 milligrams, if I'm being real. Okay, so I put 2 of these to make the oil, and I added. Sometimes I'll use this, but I didn't want to use that's my little special one. But I added, this to the butter to make a half a cup, right? Because the 2 of these won't make half a cup. So I added this, put it in the microwave, and melted it all together and stirred it up. So the THC in here was just binding to all that shit. So that's what I used for my oil. And just made me some brownies. Now, I said, let me just cut it. Each piece is 8 pieces. So each piece would be, I would say this is about 1,200 milligrams. Meaning that's a lot of milligrams. So I ate like half of 1 piece. And I'm good. I had, So sometimes this is some of my favorite edible I make. And I've made different cakes, but something about the brownie, it just hits with this shit. And it's just stronger. So those who weren't getting high off edibles, it was told to them to add fat to whatever edible they're eating. So this is a fatty edible. You know what I mean? So either eat edibles made with butter or not. What can I say? Not like candy. So some chocolates, something fatty like this. Or somebody make their cookies and they use butter and add some fat to it, and you'll be good to go. But if y'all want some good fat and some good lard, check out Fatworks. They the bomb. This is that wild feral swine. What did it say? What's the back say? Let me see what it say. Wild boar has a rich and complexity of flavor. Not round and conventional pork, delicious, earthy, nutty, and slightly sweet at the same time. Unfarmed, uncaged, undomesticated, and unbelievably delicious for gourmet, savory baking, roasting, and sauteing. Right? So this is just that wild boar. So is this pretty much as good as it's gonna get? Pure as it's gonna get. So these are better than vegetable cooking oils most people use to cook with. And Crisco. I mean, Crisco's cool, better than the oils to me. But these are better than them vegetable oils and all that other bullshit y'all cook with, because this is just the real deal. Matter of fact, let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That good old swine. Lard fat. Okay? So, give it a shot. And you know I sell this, right? Hit me up.